Hello, my name is Jacob Rogers. I'm here with Kaylee Pham, Jeff Perkins, Bradley Powell, Joanna Rocha, and Pierce Norris, and we are Team 14. So, our objective of this report is to identify and prioritize the most important strategic issues facing Royal Caribbean cruise lines over the next 5 years. To do so, we need to enhance the overall current Royal Caribbean group situation. We need to revise the mission and vision statements to better reflect post-COVID goals of the organization. We also need to uncover opportunities and threats that Royal Caribbean may be facing. We need to explore our brand strengths and weaknesses. The vision statement states that they generate superior returns for their shareholders by empowering and enabling employees and enhancing the well-being of their communities by keeping cruise lines safe and providing customers with unique vacation experience. The mission statement states that they are providing relaxation, security, class, and freedom in the form of high-value cruising options to the families and individuals. So their opportunities and threats. Their opportunities are government aids and subsidies, which help Royal Caribbean stay afloat. This past year with COVID, they were not able to stay afloat because of the they're not producing any revenues, and with these no sell orders, they don't help either. So these government aids and subsidies kind of help them just stay alive. And also the vaccines for COVID, they're rolling out. They're rolling out at higher numbers, and consumers are looking forward to going on vacation. And as soon as they can, they're going to start, going on cruises. Their threats also include government extending no sell orders or conditional selling orders, extending high levels of cash burn and low revenue. Right now, they're spending, they have a high cash burn. They're spending it on other ships and other ports for alternative countries to bypass the no sell order. Also, new regulation guidelines from the government or CDC are leading to increased spending for medical purposes, such as new staff, training, testing, or procedures due to COVID. So their strengths and weaknesses are their strengths would be their brand recognition. Royal Caribbean is well known, and consumers are more likely to go on vacation and take cruises with a more well known brand for the aesthetic. Also, they got a strong market position, which allows them to cover a significant world market. They're in other countries. They're not just in the U.S. They're even expanding to Asia. And also their weaknesses is their product is not unique, and their competitors can offer a similar substitute, which could cost them the market share if they don't have strong post-COVID returns. Also, reliance on the oil industry for fuel. Since the prices fluctuate nonstop, it's hard to accurately predict cost or try to save money on fuel expenses. So the near-term strategy our near-term strategy recommendation for Royal Caribbean is to reduce the cash burn. They're spending way too much and their revenues are way too low. They also need to return to business. If no sell orders are not lifted in the U.S. soon, they need to find an alternative country to sell from to increase revenue. Also, they need to implement CDC guidelines to remain safe during COVID. Currently, they're in talks with the CDC, so if they stay in talks, this could probably help them lift the no-sell order as soon as possible. And for the long term, they need to just return to pre-pandemic levels of revenue and profit over the next 2 to 5 years. They need to increase market share using a well-timed marketing campaign and come back from the no-sell orders, and they need to pay down their debt after regaining profitability. Okay, so for the financial forecast of 2021 to 2025, with their projected growth rate is 150% revenue, or projected revenue growth rate is 150% in 2021, 60% in 2022, and 10% in 2023. As you can see, there's a big dip in revenues from 2019 to 2020. It goes from nearly 11,000 or 11 million to 2 million. Our final conclusion is that they need to implement our strategies, and they can return to profitability and sustain long-term growth that it may have had before the pandemic and become more valuable for customers and shareholders. We would like to thank you. Best regards.